Hello, friends. How are you? Today's word was inspired or inspire. I wasn't quite sure. I was not all that awake when I got it. I had some hikers in the yard last night. I had three awesome hikers, and then I had one very drunk hiker who was a little concerning. So, didn't do a video yesterday because I was keeping my eye on him. Really nice guy, just really bad drinking problem, and not a huge fan of people with really bad drinking problems, that are staying in my yard and anyway. So today Thursday I went back to work, technically because I had an event and I had to go in for it. So, so, but I didn't do email work. So today was catching up on email, still actually sorting through email. A lot of email comes in when you're on medical leave. Actually, whenever I'm away, I get so much email, and just sorting, all the crazy stuff. So, but it was a good day. I got a lot done, which was really, really good. And then I went to go to pipe practice for my Monday night band, and as we were pulling out, a belt snapped, and it was just really frustrating. So we took our new Jeep, which I am calling Bobby McGee to go with my new sunglasses. So, because I'm Janice. Anyway, so I wasn't feeling inspired today. So, I mean, I wasn't not feeling inspired, but nothing came out and said, Patu, you're inspired. Here to go do this, go run along. So I was like, well, and maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe the word wasn't right. Maybe it was all wrong. So I went to pipe practice, and I teach lessons before pipe practice. So my student is 8 years old. I made him get him a special chanter because his fingers didn't fit on the chanter that we had. It's fun to see piping through a child's eyes. So, he plays around a little bit, and then we have to shift things up quite a bit. Then the pipers started coming, and you could see he was getting excited. He wanted to see pipers and see what they do. So I had him sit by me during chanter practice because we're getting ready. We're preparing for a concert, and we're playing some really great music that I absolutely love. And I'm playing a solo on one of them, and so it was very exciting. And he was, he's 8, so he wasn't entertained for hours, but he was entertained long enough, and he was, pretty wowed by 20 people sitting at a long table with chanters, and half of us playing melody and half of us playing harmony. So so that was, I was starting to okay, well, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm being inspired by this child and seeing piping through a child's eyes, as I once did, because I started playing when I was a young teenager. So then, we drove home, and it was raining, and it was crappy, and I was like, oh, and the hikers stayed. The three that weren't drunk stayed again, so they're sleeping on the porch. I came in, and I'm like, okay, so I'll watch some YouTube videos. Nothing really inspirational, the same Scorpio stuff that I've been hearing, which isn't true. They're like this, this is going to happen, and this person's going to come back to you, and as of yet, that hasn't happened. So I'm starting to think they're all full of crap. But anyway, I watch less and less of them, and more Mrs. Brown's Boys clips, which makes me happy. So I'm getting ready to log off now. I had to grade some final papers and stuff for my English class that I'm teaching at sales, and somebody sent me a picture, and it was absolutely inspirational. So I'm going to put it here so that you can see it. I made it my desktop background on my computer, and I was like, oh, look at that amazing sunset. It is so incredible. And throughout the day, you have highs and lows. I mean, that's true of everybody on any given day. There are times when I'm super focused on work. There are times when I'm, super intent on a project. I'm working intensely. And then, there are times when I'm lonely. There are times when I think about my friend and I really, really miss him. And, I'm sad that he doesn't talk to me anymore, because there's so many things I'm like, oh, I want to tell. And then I'm like, oh, crap, I can't tell him because when I write to him, he gives me one word answer. So I'm assuming he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. So it's heartbreaking when you lose a friend like that. So I go through bouts of sadness, and then I, refocus my energy and get working on something. So, but then I get the sunset from a hiker who was like, Squeak, I know you're going to love this. Here you go. This is for you. So, and it's in Maine, which I'm going to be in August. So it's like, here's something for you to look forward to. And so that was the inspiration. Inspiration comes in many ways, and the sunset is pretty incredible. And now I get to look at it every day. So that's cool. Anyway, I hope you're well. All the best of light and love to you. And I will see you next time. Be well. Bye-bye.